Good morning, students. Today let us learn about work. If force and displacement are in the same direction, then we define work as force into displacement. Simple definition which we have learned in 9th standard. Okay, look at this. If force and displacement, you see, this is a block of mass M, let us say, it is being applied with an external force F, and the body undergoes a displacement D in the direction of force. If force and displacement are in the same direction, then work done becomes simple, product of force and displacement. In case if force is acting in one direction and displacement is in another direction with some angle theta between them, if this is displacement from here to here and force is at an angle theta, this is what happens. This is what happens when you are playing the carom board. You will be leaving the striker in one direction, the coin will be going in another direction. So the striker exerts a force in some direction with some angle theta between the motion of the coin and the striker. So if this is the force acting at an angle theta, then work done is defined as work is equal to F cos theta into D, where F cos theta is the component of force on displacement. So that becomes F cos theta. This F cos theta into the displacement. F cos theta into displacement gives us the work done. Thus we define by definition work done as the dot product of force and displacement, F dot D, because F is the force vector and D is again displacement vector. Force is also vector, displacement is also vector. Therefore work done is defined as the dot product of force and displacement. Now we got the new definition for work. Work is defined as the product of component of force on the displacement and the magnitude of displacement. So therefore work is defined as, you can see, the product of component of force along displacement and the magnitude of displacement. Magnitude of displacement. So thus it becomes work done as the product of force vector and displacement vector. This product is scalar product. Why it is scalar product? Because the result is the scalar quantity. Work done is scalar quantity. Work done is a scalar quantity. Scalar quantity. Now, this work done depends on both force vector as well as displacement vector. Also, the angle between the force vector and displacement vector. If the angle between the force vector and displacement vector, you see, in the first case, angle between force vector and displacement vector is 0. Then it becomes F cos 0, that is F into D. So F cos 0 is 1. Thus the product becomes FD. So we will discuss the cases. If the angle theta is 0 between F and D vectors, then work done becomes F into D. That's simple. Now, if the angle theta is 90 degree between F and D, if force is acting perpendicular to the displacement, in that case what happens? Work done becomes F cos 90 or Fd cos 90, that it becomes 0. Fd cos 90, work done becomes 0. This is what we discussed yesterday. If you are carrying a load on your head or on your shoulder, and if you are walking certain distance, say about 100 meters, the work done by the gravitational force is 0. Work done by the gravitational force means weight. The weight is acting vertically downwards and the displacement is perpendicular to the vertical direction, that is horizontal. The displacement is horizontal, the weight is vertically downwards, so work done is F d cos 90, therefore it becomes 0. This can also be seen on, for example, the work done by the gravitational force exerting on the earth in its orbit around the sun. The work done by gravitational force exerted by sun in keeping the earth revolving around the sun is 0. If you just draw, let us say it is a circular orbit and this is sun. If this is earth which is revolving around the sun, let us say in circular orbit, then the gravitational force is center to center force, that is centripetal force. Gravitational force is acting towards the sun, acting towards the center of the sun. So this is gravitational force, and the instantaneous displacement at this point is along the direction of instantaneous velocity at that direction. So instantaneous velocity or instantaneous displacement are same in the same direction or in the same direction. Therefore, if you draw a tangent here, the tangent is perpendicular to the radius. Therefore, angle between force and displacement here is 0, 90 degree. Angle between displacement and force is 90 degree. So work done by sun in keeping the earth revolving around the sun in circular orbit is 0. In the same way, if you consider orbit of moon around the earth, in the same way we can say that work done by earth's gravitational force in keeping the moon revolving around the earth, is also 0, because the angle between the gravitational force exerted by the earth on the moon is towards the center, and the instantaneous displacement of the moon at its orbit is tangential. So tangent is always perpendicular to radius. Therefore, the work done becomes F d cos 90. Work done becomes 0. So you can write example: work done by gravitational force of sun in keeping the earth. You can draw this diagram and it will be clear. In keeping the earth revolving around it, in keeping the earth revolving around it in its orbit is 0, because the angle theta is 90 degree between displacement and force. Therefore, work done is equal to F d cos 90. It becomes 0. In the same way, you can also write for Earth-Moon system. Now next, one more important point. If you go on applying force on the wall, morning till night, if you go on applying force, the wall doesn't move at all. The wall is so strong, the wall doesn't move at all. So work done by the person is zero. Means if displacement of the body is zero, even though if you are applying force, work done is zero. If displacement is zero, then work done is F D F cos theta into zero. Anything multiplied by zero is zero. Work done is zero. In certain cases, body may be undergoing a force. Body may be undergoing displacement. On a frictionless surface, a body is undergoing displacement. If external force acting on the body is zero, then work done is zero. If force is zero, then also work done is zero. Because F, if it is zero, then F by definition 0 into d cos 0, 0 into d cos theta becomes 0. So these are all the different cases. Then there are cases when work done will be positive, work done will be negative. So from the trigonometry, if the angle is between 0 to 90 degree, cos theta becomes positive, then work done will be positive. Then if the angle is between 90 degree and 180 degree, if the angle is obtuse angle, if the angle between force and displacement is obtuse angle, then cos theta takes negative value, then work done becomes negative. So these things also you should keep in your mind. Work done can be positive, work done can be negative based on the orientations of the force vector and displacement vector depending on the angle between them. So if the angle between them is acute angle, work done is positive. If the angle between them is obtuse angle, if it is obtuse angle, then the work done becomes negative. If the angle is 180 degree, then work done is totally minus Fd. If the angle between them is 0, work done is plus Fd. If the angle between them is 180, work done is minus Fd. So these are all important things. Let us write that point also. Okay, you can see if the angle theta between force and displacement vector is lying between 0 to 90. If it is between 0 to 90 degree, then we call that angle as acute angle. Then work done is positive because cos theta is positive in the first quadrant. If theta is between 90 degree to 180 degree, if theta is between 90 degree to 180 degree, if it is obtuse angle, if force is making an angle of more than 90 degree, less than 180 degree, then if it is obtuse angle, then cos theta takes negative value, therefore work done is negative. If the force vector and displacement vector are in exact opposite direction, if they are in exact opposite direction, then work done becomes minus Fd, because work done becomes Fd cos 180 degree. Cos 180 is minus 1, therefore it becomes minus Fd. This is the case with friction. Whenever body is in motion on the surface, then the friction is always against the direction of motion. So frictional force acts against the direction of motion. If this is the direction of motion of a wheel of a vehicle, friction is in the opposite direction, then work done by frictional force becomes negative. So example here is work done by frictional force. Frictional force on a body in motion. Since frictional force is always force against the direction of motion, so work done by frictional force on a body in motion in most of the cases is negative because of this fact. Frictional force is in the opposite direction of displacement, so the angle between displacement and the frictional force becomes 180 degree. Therefore, work done becomes minus Fd. So these things you should keep it in your mind. So you will be able to find out in which case it will be positive, in which case it will be negative, in what case it will be zero, right? So these are very important cases. Now let us solve some important problems that will help you to understand the meaning of scalar product of force and displacement vector, which is giving rise to work done. So this is a problem. Calculate the work done if a force F equal to 3 I cap plus 4 j cap minus 5 k cap acting on a body leads to a displacement d equal to 5 I plus 4 j plus 3 k. So force vector and displacement vector are given. You are asked to find out work done. So work done W is equal to F dot D. Second problem, to calculate the angle between these force vector and displacement vector and calculate the projection of F on D. So these are the three given things to be calculated. So we will calculate first the work done. We know work done W is equal to F dot D. Applying the previous knowledge, the mathematical tool that you have learned, we know that A dot B, yesterday we have learned A dot B equal to, when A vector and B vectors are given in component form, then we got AX BX plus AY BY plus AZ BZ. So you can apply this directly. So the given vectors are force and displacement. Force is 3 I cap plus 4 j cap minus 5 k cap dot displacement 5 I cap plus 4 j cap plus 3 k cap. So dot product. So it's very simple. A dot B equal to AX BX plus AY BY plus AZ BZ. So thus it becomes 3 into 5, 15 plus 4 into 4, 16 minus 5 into 3, 15. 15 minus 15 cancels. So work done W becomes 16 joules. Therefore, work done W becomes 16 Newton meter or joule. Newton meter is also equal to 1 joule. So joule is the SI unit of work done. That we will discuss once again. Okay. Now first part is over. This is first part. Now next calculate the angle between vector F and vector D. Now we will use the definition of work done. Second one. Work done W, as we know, is given by F dot D, which is equal to Fd cos theta. Fd cos theta. So we know already work done is equal to 16 joule, and we can calculate what is F, what is D, and thus we can calculate for cos theta. If you just write F, it is magnitude of vector F. If you just write D, it is magnitude of vector D. So now we will write here F is equal to magnitude of F, magnitude of vector F is equal to square root of, look at the components of F, 3 square, Fx square plus Fy square plus 3 square plus 4 square plus minus 5 square. Fx square plus fy square plus fz square under root gives us magnitude of f. So that gives us square root of 9 plus 16 minus of minus becomes plus 9 plus 16 plus 25. So 9 plus 16 25, 25 plus 25 becomes 50. So it becomes square root of 50. In the same way, let us calculate what is displacement. Displacement is nothing but magnitude of vector b. So that is also calculated in the same way. Square root of, see the components of d, 5 square plus 4 square plus 3 square. So again same components, they are in the different order, that's it. 25 plus 16 plus 9, again you are going to get 50. 25 plus 16 plus 9, this is also under root 50, that's it. Now we have already f also and d also, and we have got already w. Work done is equal to 16 joules, already we got it. Now from this we can calculate what is angle theta. Therefore cos theta is equal to w by fd. W by fd. W is 16 divided by f under root 50. Under root 50. D is also under root 50. So it becomes under root 50 into 50, that is 50 itself. 50 into 50. So square of the square root becomes 2 into 1 by 2. So it becomes 1. Therefore cos theta becomes equal to 16 by 50. 16 by 50 if you cancel, 2 8s are 2 25s are. Or you can write in directly in the form of decimal. So if you write 50 into 2 100, 16 into 2 32. So it becomes 0.32. 16 2s are 32, 52s are 100. So 32 by 100, so it becomes 0.32. Therefore, theta is equal to cos inverse of 0.32. So cos inverse of 0.32 you have to search from the table. So this is how we have to get the angle. So let me refer the table. So from the table, if you do the cos inverse of 32.32, it is going to be 71.3 degree. 71.3 degree. Cos inverse of 0.3. So that is the angle between F and D. Now the next question is projection of F on D. Projection of F on D. So third part I am going to get. This is second. In the second only it is a projection of F on D is nothing but F cos theta. F cos theta. So we got here W is equal to FD cos theta. Therefore F cos theta can be written as W by D. F cos theta is equal to W by D. Or either you take the right hand side, 16 by root 50. So that gives us, if you take out 25 into 2, then it becomes 16 by 5 root 2. 25 into 2. 25 into 2 becomes 5 root 2. This becomes F cos theta. Or directly we know already what is F. F is root 50. 5 root 2 into cos theta 0.32, or directly we can calculate f cos theta is equal to root 50, that is the value of f, and cos theta is 0.32. So this becomes as we have written here 5 root 2 into 0.32. So this you can calculate as 5 into 1.41 into 5 into 1.41 into 0.32. So this is how we can calculate f cos theta, which is almost same as this one. Okay. You can verify whether both results are correct or not. F into cos theta is 0.32. F into cos theta. Okay. So that's how we can calculate the result. Now, one more simple problem we will solve, or I will give it for your exercise. Simple problem, you can try it yourself. Okay, try yourself. This is a very simple problem. A body is constrained to move along z axis of the coordinate system. This body is subjected to a constant force F equal to minus I plus 2j plus 3k Newton, where I, j, k are the unit vectors along x axis, y axis and z axis in a coordinate system, as you all know. What is the work done by this force in moving the object through a distance of 4 meter, along z axis, in moving the body a distance of 4 meter along z axis. I will give you a hint. The displacement is along z axis. So displacement has only one component, that is z component. Let us take this one as z axis, and this one as x axis, and this one as y axis. So this is the object which is undergoing displacement along z axis. The force is given by this minus I plus 2j plus 3k. You are asked to find out work done. So use this work done is equal to F dot d. Write the value of F minus I plus 2j plus 3k dot d. D has only one component, that is z component, that is 4k cap. D has only one component, that is 4k cap. X component is 0, y component is also 0. We can write d vector equal to 0 I cap plus 0 j cap plus 4 k cap. 0 I cap plus 0 j cap plus 4 k cap. I think almost you got the answer. So try this. In the next session we will discuss work energy theorem and we will solve some more problems. So this topic is very interesting. Only thing is you have to derive whatever I am doing it on the board. You also try it. You also do it once or twice and it must be perfect. Thank you. Have a nice day. Good day. Bye.